Okay, everyone, welcome to the afternoon session. We want to take a moment to talk a little bit about the disempowerment state of California. Well, specifically speaking to Los Angeles and the LA area. I want everyone to be in very much awareness of what celebrities and influencers are up to around the region. So there's a couple things going on as they're looking for validation for public relations to fuel their career off of the fact they have millions of dollars, and granted that their houses are completely white with nothing in them, and it is a pain in the butt for them to rebuild. However, they have the finances to rebuild their homes. One thing. Another thing is that we're noting you may be in a good mood because they aren't high on the supply that's robbing you of your ability to live in your own place where you are around the country. So they rob you in high on supply, as in the Persian style is an example. I'm better than you, and I'm going to produce content or feel as a collective in that region to make all others feel less than us because we live in LA. Reminding a lot of these people that these people weren't born in this town. They're jumping off of a high on supply from other people's successes. So for example, there are people that you would feel sympathy for, and that would be someone like Harrison Ford or James Woods. Those are people that you actually feel sympathy for because those are authentic human beings. However, watching the Laguna Beach cast, who've never worked a day in their life, who have gotten high on supply off their father's money, Nepo baby style, that's who we are now experiencing, them in the dirt. And that's what it feels like because they don't have any capacity to be able to deal with concerns and problems. So they look to other people's successes and then pretend as if they've done them. Now, those are the people that are educating your kids on podcasts. Those are the ones on reality TV shows telling all of us how we're supposed to behave on the streets. Meanwhile, the rest of you in LA are behaving like it unbeknownst to you because you live in a blind spot and you think everybody lives like the people out of LA. So you're literally running from a fire where your life is literally on the line and you're filming yourselves for publicity so you can go viral on content. Not to show people, not to help people, not to warn people. No, to show people. Still at it. You're still at it. See how these people do not stop? And then Mona Van, who has capitalized off of her ideas around what LA is, however, reminding you that she's not an American, has tried to show you what a nice person she is by fueling herself into being nice to strangers. See, the link to the other people outside of LA who were living in LA, they are cut off from the energy right now because there's a huge fire and all the buildings are collapsing. Literally collapsing. So she finds a way to tap into the local energy to tell everybody around her that she gets a rise out of being nice to strangers. However, what she thinks is nice isn't nice. It's actually abuse. So this is all experience of subtleties of occurring as a way. I mean, we're watching LA struggle big time. But what LA in the form of Newsom, in the form of that mayor of theirs that they voted for, with the fire department chief, part of the liberal movement, this is why Kamala Harris was not voted into office. This is why we want to close down The View, because what's going on with these people in LA is what they tried to turn the whole country into. Do you understand what I'm throwing down? While Mona Van takes a montage of photography in a red dress in a creepy ass hallway to occur a certain way versus actually do something with her life. While she still tries to instigate that she's a queen of some sort when you are nothing to Gary Vee. You mean nothing to nobody. That's how low class you are. So I developed myself to be able to block her energy as she forces her. You know how like you watch a movie where a group of bullies, like Mean Girls, that energy is who these women of LA are. And those are the type of people that are trying to tell us how to live our lives. Now you take a look at what's going on down in the Palisades and all the Malibu and all the other crazy ass shit that's going on down in there, and you tell me how these celebrities are behaving. No, really. What are they looking for when they make these videos where they're crying their eyes out like that comedian girl? All my stuff is about to burn down. Ooh. Look at Mona Van's apartment. She didn't have anything in there worth shit. She would just, in her mind, rebuild something and say, oh, well, it is what it is. That's the same thing that these people out of LA and the Hollywood Hills, like Paris Hilton, that's what she thinks she's feeling. While she pretends, this is how crazy this is, while she pretends as if she cares. However, she does actually care because there are things in there that she cannot replace. However, she doesn't connect to those things as replacing. She just pretends like she does. Because she sold her soul out for publicity. While we watch her go to the White House and the U.S. Capitol to disgrace herself and her family, reminding all of you that my family, Ferris and Oatman and the Woods, we built California. We built your asses. I know that's a struggle for you to quite wrap your head around. But that's actually who California really is. And we ain't going to put our swords down this time because this is a good thing. Poor people. That's what they want. They want you to give them their energy back so that they can rebuild like they were strong when they were never strong to begin with. They've never lifted a finger. And most of them aren't even from the area. So I don't really have a lot of feeling for those that are making these influencer videos or those that are flying into town to get video footage. Or those of you with tons of money. Now, I don't really care about you and your ideas around things. Because most of you inside have numbed out to the life or reality because you voted for Democrat. Think about that for a second. Old people that are 91 years old with no fire insurance. And a lot of these people do not have any fire insurance. Paris Hilton, are you willing to give them some money to rebuild these 91-year-old old people who are now going to end up in a nursing home? Are you going to give these people some money to rebuild their home? What are you going to do to clean up the mess? Now, she's going to go on a concert tour, and then she's going to go to her other house in some other state or some other location in California and flip her hair around and tell us how pretty she is while she takes videos and photographs of children that don't belong to her. See, like I said, their high on supply has diminished because they're all like in chaos and their leader sucks. And they can't rob you of your supply of your life as a life. And that's why things feel a little bit better in the world right now. I hate to tell you that, but you all are crazy out in LA, and I told you that. So go ahead and do the food kitchen and all the other garbage and shit that you all talk about while you pretend to be nice people, but really what we all know you're doing is looking for publicity. Because the honest truth about people out of LA is they're not good people. They're self-righteous and self-centered, hence why the people are looting in people's homes while they're burning to the ground. Because that's the real LA. That's how Hollywood, from celebrities like Anne Hathaway, all the way down to the person looting at that home, that is the same exact person, except they have more power. And that's how Mona Van got to where she's at, because Obama is out of Hollywood. And that ain't a strength, that's a weakness. That's how crazy they are. It's not a strength to have no education. That's Hollywood. It's like dealing with the Middle East. It's like a third world country in there.